Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pickles back again with another video. If you're new here,
baby, welcome to the party.
My name is Eva, but you can call me Pickles. And if you're a returning subscriber,
You know you like that.
I know you like that. I'm so excited to be doing another video in the same month. Usually I do a video once a month, guys. So you guys, you need to clap for me. Yay! Clap for me, guys. Clap for me. Because I'm actually trying with this consistency thing. So please give this video a like just because of that. And turn on the notification bell if you haven't yet, because now you know I'm going to be posting videos. Now you know that this is a thing that I'm going to be doing. So about today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 Ayurvedic products that I've made myself. DIY Ayurvedic products using stuff that I got in my Jumia haul that you guys, if you haven't watched yet, the link's gonna be here. Most of the stuff that I got in Jumia were for my hair, and you're gonna see that I utilize a lot of the stuff here. And there are even other stuff that I got on Jumia that I didn't show you in that haul that I went ahead and purchased after that haul. Basically, I've recorded myself making the 3 products, and we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna voice over the ingredients as we go along the video, telling you what I put in and so on. If you guys wanna see a video of me actually using the products, because I don't use them in this video, all I do is show you how to make them. But if you're interested in seeing how to use them, please let me know in the comments down below so I can go right ahead and film myself using this stuff. Also, if you're interested in my whole Ayurvedic regimen in general, then that's going to be another video as well, because yeah, this is going to be so long already just showing you the 3 stuff that I made. I'm sure from the title of the video you'll already know what the stuff are. If not, it's a spritz, a treatment, and an oil. And yeah, let's not even waste any more time. Let's get right into it.
Flashback.
Hey guys, so I'm in my kitchen today and we're gonna be mixing up some DIY stuff, and I'm so excited because I just got all these Ayurvedic herbs and this is my first time using them. Apart from fenugreek, I haven't used these herbs yet, so I'm very excited to use it for the first time. So we're gonna be making 3 things today: a tea spritz or tea rinse, a deep conditioner that I'm going to be using tomorrow, and lastly we're going to be baking an Ayurvedic oil mix that I'm going to be using for a long period of time. Yeah, so I'm so excited. I have my water boiling here and the stuff are like all laid up behind me, so I'm just going to show you real quick. Let's get into it. So what I have here is some honey, extra virgin coconut oil, some mixed herbs that has oregano, sage, basil, thyme, and marjoram. I'm going to be adding some fresh thyme as well. And then I have some MSM powder that has glucosamine in it, so it also has other things like zinc and copper and vitamin C. MSM powder gets dissolved better in vitamin C. I've got some rose water, some lavender oil, peppermint oil, essential oils, some vegetable glycerin, an Ayurvedic oil mix that's already been made, and I'm just going to be adding some of that, some unrefined avocado oil, vitamin E oil, moringa powder, some coriander, aloe vera juice, black castor oil, some moringa oil that I made myself, that's technically a mixture of most of these oils, some lemon peels, green tea mint, rose tea, natural yogurt, henna, neem powder, shikakai powder, bringraj powder, amla powder, aloe vera powder, and some fenugreek seeds as well. I also have some fresh rosemary that from our garden that I just rinsed because it was a bit like dusty. Yeah, so that's all the natural products, and I'm going to be getting 3 things out of this stuff, which include an Ayurvedic oil mix, a bringraj deep conditioner that I'm going to be mixing with my fenugreek paste that's actually cooling over there that I made earlier, and I'll also be making a tea spritz or tea rinse as well. And like I said, I have my water boiling here that I'm going to use for the double boiling method. I boil it with lemon so that the pot doesn't darken. And yeah, that's everything I just showed you that I'm going to be using, and we're going to get right into it. So I start off with the teas, and this is rose tea and green tea that has mint in it. I just use 1 tea bag of each. Then I go in with the rosemary, which I didn't really measure. I just plucked some from the garden. And then I go in with the thyme. I think it was like 5 sprigs of this. I'm not sure. It's so difficult to get thyme off the sticks, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else struggles with this. Now I go in with the fenugreek seeds, and this is half a tablespoon of fenugreek seeds. And I go ahead with half a tablespoon of amla powder as well, and half a tablespoon of bringraj powder as well. I basically use half a tablespoon of the powders. and half a tablespoon of moringa powder as well. But then I go in with 15 ml aloe juice, which is basically 1 tablespoon. And then I went ahead and added half of that again. So that's 1.5 tablespoons of aloe juice. And then I go in with half a tablespoon, but it was more like 3/4 of that half of MSM powder. And then I go in with the mixed herbs that I talked about and a bunch of coriander, fresh coriander. And then I just topped that up with water. I didn't measure how much water, I just filled the mason jar to that level that you can see there, and it starts bubbling up. You can see the bubbles there, guys. Like, it had this effervescent reaction. You can see it was like super duper bubbly. So I go in with the 2 essential oils, lavender and peppermint, and I just add like 5 drops of each, but I think I added 10 drops of peppermint. And then I go in with glycerin, which I don't measure, and I also don't measure the rose water. I just like eyeball it. And then I stir it and I close the mason jar, shook it up a little bit, and then I kept this in a dark place overnight. So I start off the oil mix by melting some coconut oil using the double boiling method. I use 2 heaped teaspoons, and now we start off with the powders, and this is fenugreek seeds. I used 1 tablespoon of that, and then half a tablespoon of henna, half a tablespoon of amla, half a tablespoon of neem powder, and then I went in now with the coconut oil that we just melted. Now I go in with olive oil and I add 2 tablespoons of that. One tablespoon of black castor oil. And then for this tablespoon, I mix 3 oils, which is my moringa oil and that Ayurvedic oil infusion from Mara Organics and this avocado oil. As well as the vitamin E oil. So each of those was 1/4 of the tablespoon. So all 4 of them add up to 1 tablespoon, if that makes sense to you guys. And then I go in with the MSM powder, which was half a tablespoon of MSM powder. And then I stir this in just to make sure the MSM powder is like dissolved into the other powders. And then I saw that I didn't have enough oil, so I go ahead and add another tablespoon of olive oil. And then I go ahead and add another tablespoon of the mix of the 4 oils that I mentioned, which was the Ayurvedic oil mix, my moringa oil, avocado oil, as well as vitamin E oil. So 1/4 of a tablespoon each. I go ahead and close the mason jar and shake it up. Store this in a dark place for 2 weeks. So for the treatment, I'm using Eugenia Kelsey's recipe, and it starts off with natural yogurt, and I use half a cup of natural yogurt. I make sure to get all of that because it like sticks. Then I go in with bringraj powder, but as you can see in this one, I actually sieve the powders because now this is going directly onto my hair and it's not going to get sieved at any point. So I sieve just to make sure I get all the huge chunks out so I don't have a huge problem washing this out of my hair. I'm sure anyone who's used Ayurveda has experienced this and knows the struggle. So yeah, I'm just showing you those pieces. And I go in with half a tablespoon of amla, and I go ahead and add just a little bit more. I don't know why I did that. So I sieve that as well. And I'm going to show you the pieces again, I think. Yeah, I keep showing you the pieces. There you go. Those are the pieces that would be stuck in your hair. And I go in with a tablespoon of MSM powder, but my MSM powder isn't pure. It has other things like you saw. And I go in with now the unrefined avocado oil, and I add a tablespoon of this. Then I whisk the mixture. Make sure everything is like well incorporated. And I go ahead and seal it with plastic. You don't have to do this. You can do this right away, but I was just prepping for the next day, so I didn't need to use the treatment immediately. So here we have it, the 3 stuff that I just made with you guys. The Amla and Bringraj Deep Conditioner, the Ayurvedic Oil Mix, the Ayurvedic Tea Spritz. And they're all like brown and they smell like super earthy, although I put like a lot of peppermint oil in this one. By mistake I put like 10 drops and that was like a lot. It's super strong, so I might have to dilute this when I do eventually decant it. I'll add some water to that other bottle because it's like so strong. And yeah, the oil seems fine. I feel like for oil I put too little oil, but I don't have that much oil to be using, and this will last me like a really long time in my opinion. This I'm gonna use tomorrow, although I didn't put henna in it, so it doesn't need to like.
The next morning.
So the next day I decant the spritz and I sieve it just to make sure I separate the powders from the water, as well as the rosemary chunks and the thyme pieces. Get all those chunks, guys, because there's like water trapped in them. I also pressed it for days just to make sure I squeeze out all the liquid. This is how the pieces look after. They're so gross and dark and just weird looking. I put the liquid into a spray bottle. I didn't fill it up completely so I could add water. Like I said, the peppermint was so strong, so I go ahead and add some drinking water. And that's it. That's how the spritz looks in the bottle. It's brown and weird looking, and it's a strengthening spritz.
2 weeks later.
So if you're wondering where the honey went, it was meant to go into the oil, but I realized that it would introduce water and that would make the oil not last long enough. So I opted to only add honey later on when I'm actually using it. So this is me decanting the oil 2 weeks later, or I think 12 days later, and this is the paste that came out of the oil.
End of flashback.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. That's how I make the 3 products. Obviously I have other recipes that are like more moisturizing. I know that I have a hibiscus, aloe vera and fenugreek spritz that I didn't show you in this video, that's more moisturizing than the spritz that is in this video, and I'll obviously be showing them to you guys as I go along this journey. I've only been using Ayurvedic herbs for about 3 months now, or 2 months, I'm not certain. I started in May and now it's August. May, June, July, August. So 4 months actually. It's going into 4 months of me using this Ayurvedic herbs. Maybe I'll try to show you a throwback of how my hair was when I started off using only fenugreek in this picture around April or May. And now that I've been using it for 2 or 3 months, I can definitely say that my hair is thicker, and you can see that there's been not a lot of growth difference, but there is some growth. As you can see, this is now, I think this is like 2 weeks ago after I did the Bringraj and Amla mask that you see in this video. So this is the twist out after I did that mask, and my hair looks shinier and darker and thicker in my opinion. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it so any of your friends or family that are on an Ayurvedic journey can see this and get some inspiration, or if they're not even on the journey yet, can see how it could be beneficial for them. And yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you're made aware when I do post these other recipes, and also so you can see my journey and how my hair is improving. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.